So you may notice now that I'm standing, and we're going to move into the standing portion of our poses. And I have my mat laid out in a T shape here, and we're going to do this because I'll demonstrate the poses both from the front and from the side so that you can see what they look like from both angles. But let's go ahead and start out in a standing position in our mountain pose, or Tadasana. And so in this pose, we start with and in every pose, we start with our foundation. Just as when we're building a house, that's the first part that we start with, and we don't want to skimp on the foundation because that kind of sets the tone for the rest of the house and the rest of the building. And so the same is true with our bodies. So let's all look down at our feet and bring them underneath the hips. And that's underneath the hip bone here, not like the outside of just the hips, but right here underneath the hip bones. And when you look down at the feet, you want to look and make sure that the feet are parallel, that the toes are pointing straight ahead. Now, take just a moment here and go ahead and just march in place, if you're doing this along with me. Just march in place, and then stop, and don't move anything. Stop, look down at your feet, and look at what you notice. Now, my feet are a little off center. Right now, the right leg is out just slightly further than the left, and it may be turned out a little bit more. When I first started practicing yoga, it wasn't uncommon for me to have like one foot that was way off to the side, and some of us may notice that our feet are, let's see, this is what, duck-footed and this is pigeon-toed. So notice that those things may happen as you march there, and just know that those are just habits that we formed in our bodies. Grooves are habits that we formed in our bodies. And in yoga, what we're wanting to do is bring the body back in alignment. Because while it may seem harmless to stand in this way, over time it puts strain and stress on different parts of the body. On the insides of the knees or on the hips, or it brings things out of alignment in the spine, just as a foundation that's even the tiniest bit off kilter can make things much worse in the rest of the house. Like a tiny, just 1/8 of an inch could bring things really out of balance by the time that you get to the attic. So let's bring the feet underneath the hips again and parallel the feet. And if you notice when you, marched that you were kind of doing all kinds of interesting things, that's okay, that's fine. Just know that this may feel a bit strange for you at first. So we have to get used to this all over again. So from here, let's lift and spread the toes. And notice when you lift and spread the toes that the front of the thighs may lift up, the kneecaps may lift up. And also the low belly may lift in and up just a little bit. That's a good thing. So we're beginning to support our low back with our core strength. You also may notice that the arches get lifted. And so go ahead and keep the arches lifted, but lightly relax the toes on the floor. See if you can keep the engagement in the fronts of the thighs and in the low belly. Now from here, we want to pay attention to the knees a little bit. Are we not locking the knees? So if we're locking that knee joint, go ahead, tiny little bend in the knees. You probably can't even see that on the video from me. But there's a tiny little bend here. It also helps keep the thighs engaged. We'll bring one hand to the low belly and one hand to the low back, the tailbone area. We're going to lengthen the tailbone down, not scoop it under. Just lengthen it. So we create length in the low back right here. And you'll feel the glutes engage. And you don't want a hard ass here, but you do want a firm gluteus muscles. The low belly draws in and up even more. And we're wanting to stack the knees over the ankles, the hips over the knees, then the shoulders. Oftentimes we round forward when we're sitting or driving, so we want to bring the shoulders up, back, and relax them down. So the heart is lifted. The back, the upper back muscles are engaged here. And then we want to draw the ears over the shoulder. Pretend pretend that there is a string coming from the top of your head, reaching up towards the sky. So the back of the neck is long and the chin is parallel to the floor. And then we'll bring our hands out to the sides. Keeping the shoulders rolling back and down. And again, this is Tadasana. Ta-da! Mountain pose. So go ahead and close the eyes here. And notice what it feels like to stand in this very basic pose, but notice how much effort it might be taking to stand in this way. See if you can stand here and use 10 or 15% less energy, or relax 10 or 15% more. If closing the eyes makes your balance feel off center, then just look down at the floor and take a few deep breaths here. Allowing yourself to feel steady and stable and strong, connected and grounded like a mountain. And when you're ready, you can allow the eyes to float open. And just release that form. And notice what that felt like. So any questions or comments that you have, please drop them in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer those. Remember that Tadasana is the foundation for all of our other standing postures. So we'll be coming to them from that spot. Thank you again so much for being here with me this afternoon. The highest in me honors and sees